Hello everyone, Danny here. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the crypto market. For that, I'm going to share my screen. Just 1 second. Alright, let's look first on the charts. I added actually here the US dollar index, so essentially the dollar strength, how strong is the dollar compared to other currencies and commodities and so on and so forth. So we can see here that the dollar actually went pretty good up over the past months, which indicates a dollar strength, right? So if that continues and it would go up, this is not so good for stock markets or commodities, because essentially what it means is that people buy the dollar, that people essentially sell stocks, sell other assets, and move money and move into the US dollar. This can, the reason for that can be, for example, economic uncertainty, which we have right now. So you probably have heard that Evergrande couldn't do one of their interest payments. So the Evergrande situation from China is not resolved, in my opinion. So there's a lot of uncertainty still in the market. So yeah, we have to see. It could also get rejected because here's quite a trend. So we see here there was some resistance here and here. So maybe this is also resistance and it will go down. However, it looks more like this pattern is more like a pattern which will go up. Yeah. So let's see how the dollar behaves. A strong dollar, like I say, not so good for crypto actually. Not so good for stocks, definitely. But we have seen, if you compare that to the Bitcoin price, for example, so you see here over the last month, dollar went up, right? So Bitcoin also went up pretty decently. Bitcoin also went up pretty good, so which is a very strong sign for cryptocurrency. It's a strong sign for Bitcoin that even the dollar gets stronger, which essentially means that people move into the dollar, so sell assets, still Bitcoin is pumping. So, which is very positive, because normally if the dollar goes down at some point, right, if the dollar loses strength, if there's too much inflation, for example, or people just start buying stocks again, so if the dollar goes down for that reason, that's a good sign for Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin goes up even dollar is strong. Now imagining that the dollar gets weaker, it's even more bullish for Bitcoin. That's my point. Okay, looking at the Bitcoin chart, we see a couple of trend lines, some long-term trend lines which are broken now, which is good. So we see here there was some slight rejection here, and so we have to monitor that, how it goes here. So this trend line was, it touched here almost, it touched here and was rejected. Here was rejected in the first time. So you see, if once we break above that, the next resistance is essentially that cluster here. So we will see if we can just shoot through that and go to higher highs. So you can hear already that I'm leaning at the moment on the bullish side. Of course, a correction can come anytime. Yeah. So we can't rule that out. But with potential ETFs approvals and so on, I think we are looking at a bullish October, November, and so on. But let's see, market is so volatile, Evergrande is not resolved, stock market is actually coming. So if you look at the stock market, here this is the financial sector, also plateauing out and having quite some red candles here, quite some selling volume. SPX, the stock market, the S&P 500 also did that downtrend, right, and confirmed again the downtrend. So we have to see how this maybe it will go sideways for a while and then more down, or it will recover back up. So we will see. At the moment, this pattern doesn't tell us very much. So it's a little bit indecision in the market. So let's see how this plays out. Ethereum chart also bullish. So we also broke above this trend line. So there is another trend line to break. We have to see how this goes. Ethereum is lagging behind Bitcoin, so Bitcoin is at the moment the strongest. All the capital inflow, or the money which comes into crypto, will go first to Bitcoin. It's the most reliable, stable crypto asset most proven one. So therefore, the money comes in first to Bitcoin, then when Bitcoin stalls or drops, potentially money flows into altcoins like Ethereum and many other coins. So at the moment, we see here, if we compare Bitcoin directly to Ethereum, Bitcoin already broke that high, so it's now near to their previous highs, whereas Ethereum did not break that high. So it's about 15% off. So yeah, so we will have to see how this evolves. I have to monitor every day. Some news, a lot of bullish news, which is actually can be counterproductive. So if you're a contrarian, that can indicate actually a top. So that's why I'm watching the market. It can be very tricky. If there are a lot of bullish news, Bitcoin goes up, FOMO, you gotta be careful. All right, so here BlackRock, like those large financial institutions, of course, they're looking into digital currencies. So here he says that there are big opportunities. Last time we saw a report from Goldman Sachs, I think, where they said it's too big to be ignored. So they're all interested, obviously, to make money. Okay, they're interested to get not negative rates but positive rates. Okay, so if you're moving money into crypto, into some yield farm, or into liquidity provision, you will be able to earn decent yields. Even if you put your money, like myself, in BlockFi, for example, you will earn like 5 to 8% yield, whereas in your bank you earn 1% or nothing. So all of them also are that. Some more bullish news on NFT sites. Again, NFTs are those digital representation of, for example, pictures or art or music. Visa is launching an NFT program, which is pretty cool. Visa are very active in the crypto space, adopting USDC as a potential payment system. Now looking into NFTs. Also, Coinbase now will launch an NFT marketplace. So also they have a whitelist open for you to join, and I think they had a million signups in the first day. So everyone is kind of interested in that. We also had some bullish news on Binance. Binance actually launched a $1 billion growth fund, $1 billion fund for Binance and Binance Chain. So Binance Chain is similar to Ethereum Chain. It's a local, it's Binance's own smart contract chain. It's essentially a fork of Ethereum, so similar to Ethereum. And they raised 1 billion, or they allocate 1 billion essentially to grow that ecosystem, so which means to drive developers there to build more applications on top of it, to drive more users there. That's kind of what it means. Celsius network, which is something like BlockFi, like a crypto interest account where you can deposit your Bitcoin or your USDT or USDC, your stablecoins, in order to earn a yield, similar to BlockFi. They raised 400 million. Also a huge amount of money, and also they are also doing that potentially to update their systems under regulatory pressure. So basically doing more KYC and so on and so forth. What's next? Coinbase co-founder venture firm also raises 1.5 billion in order to allocate into various crypto-focused funds, which is also bullish. So there's a lot of money in this space, a lot of capital inflows. I think they aim also at early stage investments in blockchain space. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much, and see you soon.